My daughter, Loni, she's 20 years old. She's addicted to heroin. Left the house a few weeks ago. We haven't seen her since.
Loni was a great kid. She always loved to be around family.
When she was in 8th grade, her grandfather died. They were very, very close. That was the major turning point. She was more withdrawn and began experimenting with drugs. When she was a sophomore, she was expelled for having narcotics on her. She had Norcos, which she took from grandma. In 12th grade, she was high all the time. I would talk to her. She was a good liar. I'm not high. I'm not doing anything. I found out later that she was taking ecstasy.
I suspected Loni doing drugs about 2.5 years ago. She met this boy. The second I saw this guy, I knew it was bad news.
When she was 18, she moved out. Last year, she was arrested 2 times for possession. One of those, she sold to an undercover cop. Then she moved back home. It continued to get worse. We would find cut-up straws, squares of foil that were very dirty and ashy, and a lot of dark fingerprints on the wall.
We've found it in her clothes, under her bed. I'm talking hundreds of pieces of foil.
I have another daughter, Lindsay. She's the perfect kid.
My sister is toxic. The amount of stress and the feeling of anxiety all the time. I'm mortified to be your sister. I've thought about coming home one day and she died. It's like a really scary feeling, but I don't care. I've always felt in the bottom of my heart, there's no hope for this girl.
About 3 weeks ago, Paul had hundreds of dollars missing out of his bank account. We confronted her, and of course, it's always deny, deny. She went to live with grandma.
There were several times when I found that there were bills missing from my wallet. There were a couple of old gold necklaces that were missing.
So we confronted her. She denied it. Her boyfriend came and picked her up. She hugged me and said, "I love you, Mom. Don't worry, I'm fine." That was the last time we saw her.
Jail doesn't scare her. Death doesn't scare her. I'm numb. I don't even want to look at her.
She doesn't want to get clean. She likes heroin.